Yo, what is going on, guys? Hutcho322 here, back again once again, and today, fans and coaches of the ASL, we will be hopping into week 4. Yes, week 4 of the weekly recap. We had a lot of great matches this week. As you can see, there's 3-0, 2-0, 6-0, 3-0, 6-0, 2-0, and a close 1-0. Now, if you guys would like to see when me and Malone are uploading this, of course he's my partner in crime, and I can already see that the layout is messed up, so hate me on comments. Whatever, it's whatever. I'm not gonna change it mid-video. It just is what it is. Know that it's week 4. It says week 4 on there. But yeah, definitely subscribe down below if you guys haven't already, and leave a like if you do enjoy the video. I might sound a bit different. That's because my stupid self didn't realize that my Turtle Beach headset would work with this, so I was like, you know what, my mic was like really fuzzy in the last videos. Hope it sounds a lot better. It might sound like a little bit more like echoey, if that makes sense, but I hope it's better than just like blaring, because that was really annoying. The sound quality was really bad last. I know it's not perfect, but it's better. Anyways, enough about me. We're gonna skedaddle into this vid. So, first match consists of the Arcane Arcanines taking on the Inner Milotic. Altaria did walk away with the 3-0 victory, picking up 3 kills with Alolan Ninetales. I believe that says, yes. Static only got 3 kills, of course, that's why it was 3-0. They're both gonna go to 2-2. Static was 2-1 before this, going on a bit of a hot streak. Altaria had won on Sleep Claws, but got a very good win this week. He actually bought triple Scarfers, which is actually pretty hilarious, because it paid off, and we're just going to get straight into the match. So it's going to be a Stoutland Landers lead, double Intimidate lead, which is actually pretty cool. Got my mouse on screen. Anyways, so Altaria is going to miss the Ice Fang turn 1, which gives Static a free U-turn off, and Hitmontop is going to come in on Stoutland, predict the Nidoking, and do tons of damage. It's going to Earthquake again, since Static has no reason to over-predict. Stoutland's going to go for the Play Rough, but it's going to die in the process to a CC from Hitmontop. So Ninetales gets a free swap in, and I believe Altaria is going to Aurora Veil on this turn. Yes, since the Hitmontop had to switch out. And Ninetales is going to go for the Nasty Plot on setup. Excuse me, Aloe. Now, I'm not sure if this crit mattered, but it's going to crit. It's a +2 Ninetales in the Hail, so I don't really think it matters, but you never know. So U-turn is going to come off on the Landers. It's going to go into the Silvally. Silvally is going to be weakened heavily, and this Ninetales is putting a lot of pressure on. Landers is going to come out, what's it called? Ninetales is going to go for the Moonblast on that. Landers would have died, if the Hail would have stayed up. And as funny as it may seem, Landers is going to go for the Sludge Wave. Static ran special Landers to take on the Tapu Bulu. Very good plays on his part, of course. And Tapu Bulu walls Landers for the most part, barring Sludge Wave with special Landers. So Milotic's gonna go for the Toxic on the Mega Altaria, just in case it wants to be like D-Dance or something. None of those shenanigans. Galvantula is gonna come in. This Galvantula takes on Milotic very well. It's going over the T-Bolt. Jolly does decent special defense, so it can take that and a Bug Buzz and go for the knockoff. Not of a Focus Sash, but it did do over half. It's not a 2-hit KO, unfortunately. And Gallade's gonna go down. Altaria is down 5-3, but Ninetales is such a good answer for so many things. Freeze Dry is gonna come off, and it's gonna kill Landers, which was meant for death fodder. And Hitmontop can come out and Bullet Punch if he has it. I don't believe he did, though. He's gonna go for the CC, predicting the Milotic. If he had it, I think he would have gone for it already. This has had 2 encounters with the Alolan Ninetales, but out comes Silvally. Is gonna take that like a champ. I'm kidding. It's gonna die next turn. Hail's gonna take it down. If Altaria would have what's it called, burned. The hail plus burn would have taken it out, but Bulu can come in and take the multi-attack. It's actually special Tapu Bulu, which is actually hilarious. Special Landers and special Tapu Bulu to take on each other. So that actually, he did have the bullet punch. I think Static saved it on the first time because he was like -1 attack, so I don't think it would have killed or something like that. I don't know. So Bulu is gonna go for the Dazzling Gleam, knowing it can live the return. Or no, it didn't go for the return, but went for the Tailwind. Altari said, "Okay, I'll take the extra differential point," and Mega Altari is gonna die to Toxic, distributed by the Milotic. So that is gonna be the first game down. The Arcane Arcanines are going to win 3-0 over the Inter Milotic. Next game, we have the Elm Street Parasects taking on the Phoenix Flygons. And of course, guys, remember, every battle is down below in the description, so go check it out. Check each one out at your own pace if you would like. Alright, so in this match, Anderson was able to put on a lot of pressure with Weavile, as Keister actually made Escavalier look like a monster in this game. So this is also Keister's last game with Manaphy. He made a trade with TG and Raver. I believe Manaphy and Mimikyu go to the Meet Your Mantine, and then Meet Your Mantine send over Clefable and Metagross. So that was the trade, and this is Manaphy's last game. So it was also Clefable's last game. So each of them are gonna show off what they got. Alright, so it's gonna be a Uniclus Crobat lead. Keister is fine with that, going for the U-turn. Anderson is going to go for the recover, predicting that, because what can Krobus realistically do but beyond nasty plot that would put him in a bad spot. It's going to be Ditto v Reuniclus, Calm Mind War. Anderson's going to actually go for the second Calm Mind, putting him in a better spot since he can take it and recover on the next turn. This is a speed tie, so Keister's not scarfed, obviously, because he went for Calm Mind. So Megalodios is going to come out on a full health +2 Reuniclus. I'm having flashbacks to one of my old leagues where I was +2 Reuniclus and got crit. Lost the game, so shout out to that. Escavalier is going to take the Shadow Ball +2 like a champ. It's going to go for the knockoff and do 44% despite Intimidate. That thing's looking like a monster. Keister's going to make a pretty good swap into Arcanine, or into Ditto, to turn into the Arcanine to potentially get Flash Fire. Or to just take it, because he knew it wasn't Flash Fire. He had already seen that, but Anderson's going to make a good prediction as Crobat comes in. It's going to go Psychic, and Crobat is going to go for the U-turn on the Arcanine, and just, yeah, Manaphy's Sandslash Rodeo. And is going to go for the water type Z move. Lantern does not care. He says, hit me one more. Hit me one more with that. So Discharge is going to come off and hit the Megalodios. Megalodios is actually Thunder Wave, probably predicting the switch into Reuniclus, I would say. Lantern is actually putting on a lot of pressure for Keister. Keister doesn't really have a swap in for this thing, except itself, but Anderson knows that, so just goes for the Discharge. Volt Switch is going to come off, do like nothing. And Ditto is actually Life Orb. So Arcanine is going to come and get the Intimidate on the 8, as Manaphy gets a free swap in, and Thunderbird's going to come out. Manaphy is going to Tail Glow, take this Thunderbolt like a champ after the Scald. Kidding, it does a ton of damage, but at least it takes it, but gets paralyzed. And now Manaphy is just death fodder. It cannot take out the Zapdos. That was a big para. Manaphy couldn't put on pressure. It dies to Weavile next turn, but it would have been nice to get rid of the Zappy earlier in the match, rather. But looking like Lantern is the swap in for Manaphy and Megalodios. As Ditto's going to come out, Anderson does not care. I believe a Discharge plus Life Orb will kill the Lantern. So Bora Bora is going to come in. Megalodios comes out, and in comes Thunderbird for the sack, as Kalpa is going to go for the Shadow Ball and take out these Zapdos. Weavile can come in, put on a lot of pressure. Anderson is going to make a phenomenal prediction, go for the pursuit, and is going to take out the Megalodios. Megalodios stays in. I think it takes the hit. Don't quote me on that, but I think it does. As Infernape is going to get the heck out of there, as Arcanine is going to show off the flashy, I would assume, HP Electric if I had to guess. Just because that helps for the Crobat and the Manaphy. I'm guessing it's HP Electric. Anderson's just going to show it off because anything would have killed it. So, Reuniclus is going to go for the recover and cannot stand. A Mega Horn is going to hurt so astronomically much. And Keister is going to get the crit and go for the Drill Run and destroy Arcanine. Jeez. Blew that Arcanine back to first gen. And Angler is going to go for the Volt Switch, going out of there, going to Armstrong the Uniclus, is going to take the discharge like an absolute champion. So, Ditto is going to Volt on out of there. Go into the Escavalier, and Anderson is doing a very good job of keeping his Uniclus healthy, because he's going to need it since Keister is making some very good swap-ins to the Escavalier, which puts on a lot of pressure. He did miss the Mega Horn, which is kind of big. But in the long run, I don't really think it would have mattered. But Ditto's gonna go down, so no more of those shenanigans. Crobat's gonna come in, do like nothing because it's a physically defensive Reuniclus, and is going to taunt because he doesn't want to Calm Mind. But we will never know what Anderson picked unless he tells us. And it's gonna go for the U-turn, get the heck on out of there, go into the Escavalier, which is a very good swap, and I think it's Assault Vest Escavalier. I had to guess unless we've seen the status move yet. Mega Horn's gonna blow the Lantern back, and out comes Weavile. Keister's forced to stay in because of the pursuit, and it's actually Choice Banded. He had to stay in because the pursuit, yeah. Not sure why Keister went into Crobat there. It still had use against Vina, but I don't know. They still both lost to the Reuniclus, so it really didn't matter. And Anderson is going to pick up a close 2-0 victory with the Reuniclus at the end. Ape tried to pull it back, but just could not get the para. I'm pretty sure Venus still has the hit. That was the second match. Going on to the third match is the Kanto Embers taking on the Micha Mantine. This was a 6-0. Clefable did put on a lot of pressure in his final game, accompanied with Mudsdale, Serena, and Metagross. So Metagross was the last game too, and it got a kill. So this is the first 6-0 of the week, and we're going to hop right into this. So, Metagross versus Ferrothorn, battle of the steel types, trade rocks for seed. So, Shadow's just free to get up his rocks if he so pleases, but is going to leech seed, predicting the swap into probably Latios or something. He's going to make a phenomenal prediction, go for the protect on the high jump kick from the Serena. He's going to go out and do Tapu Koko to take the incoming high jump kick, which takes it actually very well, believe it or not, 28%. And they're going to go out into the Mudsdale, blocks the Tapu kick here. So I believe the Aerodactyl is going to go for the Hone Claws on the following turn. Trying to set up, predicting the swap, but Mudsdale's not having any of that. It's going to blow it back with Heavy Slam, and Jeremiah Jagger, I think that's how you say it, is going to pick up the first kill of the match. And Vaporeon is going to go for the Scald on Clefable. Clefable probably doesn't care because it's Magic Guard. We're going to find in a minute. Yes, it is Magic Guard. Clefable would probably rather be burned because it doesn't want to get Thunder Waved. So, it's going to be Calm Mind Clefable. And honestly, the Embers don't really have answers for Clefable. Because you got Ferrothorns there, but it gets blown back by Flamethrower. So, Clefable's taking its first victim with the Moonblast on the Girder. And the Ferrothorn is going to come in and take the flamethrower. So Sneasel's gonna come out as I turn down the volume of the music. It's gonna flinch, of course. And then it's gonna Icicle Crash, not flinch, and is gonna take a Moonblast to the face. So Clefable's taken 3 lives. And all that's left to come out is Tapu Koko. I believe they're gonna switch here. Actually, no, they don't, because they can take Volt switches all day or a day. So Vaporeon is gonna come out, and Clefable's gonna soft boil up. And Scald is gonna come in. Clefable's gonna take it like a champ. And Moonblast on the Vaporeon. They're gonna make a prediction on the Protect. Go for the extra Calm Mind. He's gonna Wish, is gonna fire off Moonblast, and it's almost doing half at this point to the Vaporeon. So once it's doing 50%, that's where the Embers can't really do much. And now I can do 50%. So nothing much that Shadow can do anymore. As you can see, Moonblast is doing 55%. That's a lot of damage. And here comes the Scald. That was a good prediction by Shadow. It's a very, very risky prediction that TG would Calm Mind again, but pays off for what it's worth. But Clefable is just gonna destroy. I don't think I counted up the kills right. Well, Mudsdale got a kill. Fable has 3 kills right now. I don't know. I think Clefable's gonna kill this thing. I don't know. But this is, I'm gonna skip forward. Yeah, so I did count it right. So Serena's gonna come out. Vaporeon is gonna be forced out, but it has to Protect just to see what it. Shadow Champ had to Protect just to get the leftovers damage, and on the off chance that TG clicked High Jump Kick. Scald's gonna come in, is gonna burn, but there's no Wish to save Shadow. Protect is gonna come in for what it's worth, but it's basically over because Tapu Koko can't beat an entire team of 6. It just can't. It really can't. So Tapu Koko actually has the Grass Knot 4 on the incoming Mudsdale, but he's choiced Chill. Yeah, as you can see, because Grass Knot. Choice Coco, and Metagross is going to be able to pick up the final kill. So that is going to be the match. 6-0 to the Meteor Mantine over the Kanto Embers. And we will hop into the 4th match shortly, which is going to be the Las Vegas Ludicolos taking on the Nootherlandians. It is a 3-0 in the Nootherlandians' favor, picking 3 late. I think there's 3 late kills with Mega Alakazam, and the Spam was only able to pick up 2 kills with Mamoswine and God, I can't see it because I'm trying to look at it through OBS. Ribombee, that's what it is. I couldn't see the words. I want to put my glasses on so I can actually see. I probably should have been doing that this whole time, but you know what? Hein, but on sight. It's 2020. Oh, like for that pun. Thanks, appreciate it. I like your likes. So, yeah, one of Larry's or Nootherlandians Mons is gonna die to Life Orb. If you guys were wondering, I believe it's the Helios, but whatever. Oh, we're not supposed to have sound on. Hold up. Hold up. Music off. Okay, that should be good. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so it was a Mesprit and Rotom Heat lead, I think. I wasn't paying attention, sorry about that, guys. I'm all over the place today. It's whatever, though. Weezing is going to go for the Will-O-Wisp on the second time. Easy switch for the spam, as Rotom gets to come in and fire off a Volt Switch for momentum on the Mesprit. And in comes Mamoswine, which puts a lot of pressure on Lari's team, since the only switch in is the Weezing. It's going to knock off the Weezing Walkie Helmet, guys. The Walkie Helmet. Rocky Helmet. I'm not a 3-year-old. Alright, thanks. So Sludge Wave is going to, or Sludge Bomb is going to come off from the Weezing. Heligo is going to go for the Thunder Wave on the Magearna. Is going to go for the Flash Cannon on the Rotom. So Rotom's a pretty free switch in for the most part, and Mesprit gets to come in here and wreck some havoc, as Rotom is going to go into the Shiftry. Lari's going to blow the Shiftry away. Go back to your forest, Shiftry. That is a ×4 U-turn, because it's 2 times weak. So Komodo goes for the Dragon Claw on the Will-O-Wisp. Personally, I think Spam should have double D-danced, if I'm honest. But Rotom is also free switching to a lot of Lari's team, which is go for Spam, of course. But Mesprit is gonna come and take an Icicle Crash to the face, which it can't take. Mamo, I believe, is choice, so goes for the Icicle Crash. Doesn't kill. Heliolisk is gonna take it down. Weezing still walled it for the most part, but still, it's just a little tedious. But Thunder Wave is gonna miss on the Mence, and Earthquake is just gonna come through and destroy Nihilagos. This is a 4 times weakness hit. So Spam is going to bait the Dragon Claw, go into the Ribombee, go for Moonblast, and kill the Mence. Here comes Alakazam's Terror, and can just Side Shock the remaining Mons on Spam's team, and there ain't nothing he can do about it. It's just gonna Mega Alakazam is just gonna get the clean. So that is gonna be the game, guys. 3-0 to the Nootherlandians and Lari or Detective Butters. And the 4th match coming through here is the Amsterdam Alakazams versus Las Vegas Gardevoir. They are both 0-3 going into the match. Mylan and Gustavo, and one of them, they both wanted wins, and one of them got a very, very decisive win. So there's only one person who is yet to get a win, and I'm sure Gustavo will get a win in his own time. But let's hop right into the match. As you can see, Tornadus T, the #1 pick of the draft, is finally going to be putting in some work, because it's had some miss problems. That's how you say it, yeah. So it's going to be an Ice type lead, and Beer Rocker is going to Volt Switch out on the Crystal, go into the Cobalion, which is seemingly been Mylan's MVP. And after a couple swaps, it's going to be Gastrodon versus Abomasnow. Gastrodon has to switch, doesn't want to take a Wood Hammer. Neither does Regice, but it's going to be the sack here, since it only really takes on the Tornadus, barring a Heat Wave. Heat Wave is going to do a lot. And the Rotom Frost. So Big Bad Brad is going to take some damage, but out comes Terrakion. Is going to do a respectable amount, 33% with that close combat. And Mew is just going to put on some pressure here, since Gustavo doesn't really have a swap in. But it's going to be the utility Mew, and is going to swap into Rotom Frost, and Thundurus is going to do a lot of damage, and it's actually Scarfed Rotom Frost with Blizzard, and the Blizzard actually lands, which is actually hilarious. That's a good strategy with Mylan. He had the Scarf Blizzard with the Hail. I like it, the strats. So if Abomasnow would have clicked the Wood Hammer, Oh lord. Bye bye Terrakion. But in comes the Earthquake predicting. What did he predict? The Mew? Maybe he doesn't have Stone Edge. Yeah, that makes sense. So the Hurricane is going to come through for the Tornadus. Out comes Scolipede. Hurricane is going to miss, and Gustavo is going to set up the Swords Dance, which is of course very scary, especially on a mon like Scolipede. He's going to Baton Pass, which is illegal. So, once this game's over, I'm going to address the rule so everyone knows. But Tornadus is just going to sweep through the rest because it can take a Dragon Pulse. Well, it doesn't even have speed. But if the game's over, Terrakion doesn't live. And he hits them all, which is actually insane. So, just so everyone knows, the rule is you can only Baton Pass as long as there's no speed. If there's speed involved, positive speed. If there's positive speed involved, it's illegal. If you want to pass +6 attack, +6 defense, +6 special attack, +6 special defense, go ahead. By all means, that is fine. If you're passing speed with it, you can't do that. You cannot pass speed with it. Now, I would have to ask, but if you're passing +1 speed into sticky webs, I think that might be illegal too, but I would ask or look at the rules or something like that. But that's why Gustavo had to switch back, was because that's illegal. You cannot pass speed in this league. Now in other leagues like GBA Season 6, I know they didn't do it in Season 7, but you can't pass speed in this league. So just so you know, for next time, Gustavo or anyone that's trying to do that, can't pass positive speed. But anywho, on to the next match, which is the St. Louis Swablus taking on the Stoic Sandslash. And oh, it's the Stoic Sandslash last match because Anaria actually retired, quote unquote, resigned after this match. Still on the server, of course, being a great influence on the chat, but taking over the Stoic Sandslash will be Bionic Puppy, coaching the same team, just called the Hampshire Hoopas. So, Naria, this is their last game. They did lose 2-0 to Malone, as I forgot to order the stats. Please don't kill me, guys. I just forgot to order the stats. I'm not going to do it right now, but just know, you guys know how the stats should be ordered. I'm sorry. So, Stoic Sandslash taking on these St. Louis Swablus. Let's get it. So I believe, yes, it is a Darmanitan and Megalopony lead. So Megalopony is going to go for Fake Out, knowing that the Darmanitan's probably Scarf staying in on that, is going to swap out into the Golbat and Regirock respectively. Toxic and Rocks are going to be exchanges. Jirachi gets to come in on Rocky, and it's going to do nothing to Jirachi with that Stone Edge. Rocky's pretty much forced to switch, but doesn't care. He's going to go for the Earthquake and do a solid 37%, meaning it's probably very, very bulky Jirachi to take so little from a freaking Regirock. Flash Cannon is going to do the Regirock in. And out comes Blaze It Chandelure. Fire Blast is just going to obliterate the +1 Rachi. Chandelure doesn't even care. Tapu Fini is going to come out and force into the Cresselia. Malone is going to forget that Toxic does not work under Misty Terrain. It's alright. I've probably messed that up at least 8 times, so it's okay. It's all good. So, Skuntank is going to come out on the Cresselia as it can just crunch away. But is going to go for the Pursuit as Anaria makes a phenomenal prediction. Is going to swap into the Chandelure, which is going to do a lot with the Fire Blast, but Skuntank is going to live it. And down goes Chandelure for... It was a good reason, because now Crest can't really be trapped anymore, as Anaria is going to protect. Malone doesn't care. He's just going to return after seeing Protect. So, Anaria stalled out as much turns. It was really only stalling PP though. So, Finny is going to come in on the Lopunny, and Golbat comes in as Malone has Thunder Punch for the Tapu Fini, and Golbat, good prep on his part, is going to be able to take out the Golbat in 2 hits. And Mega Lopunny gets packed in the back as this is a pretty stally part. Oh, never mind. But Cress is gonna Toxic. That was a good prediction on Anaria's part, seeing the Toxic. And here comes the Calm Mind from Finny as Lopunny comes in, goes for the Fake Out to 17%, and it looks to be physically defensive. What's it called? Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini is gonna Oko the Lopunny with the boost, as the return did do a lot. So Leroy Jenkins gets to come out and is going to kill Davros. I'm kidding. That did absolutely nothing as 4 times resisted. Davros is going to go for the Fire Punch, get the crit, and do like nothing to Cresselia. Because Cresselia is stalling and annoying. That's why Malone drafted it. Yeah. So, Tapu Fini is going to come out and doesn't get reliable recovery that I'm aware of. Maybe he gets like, I don't know, like Moonlight or something. But it can't really do much to Cresselia, and Cresselia just gets to sit here and do what it does best and stall out Mons. It's going to go for the Psychic, take out the Tapu Fini. And our Mantine gets to come in, goes for the U-turn to do almost half, and I believe Crest can just Moonlight up. It really doesn't care, but is going to go for the Psychic anyways. And this is the really stalling part. I'm just going to go for the Moonlight, go for the Toxic, and then Anaria actually had Facade on here. Here, I'll just go back a couple turns. Anaria did have the Facade. Oh, okay. Broke my computer. Had the Facade for this situation. Anaria had Shadow Punch instead. That might have been better. Facade's doing loads and loads of damage. But Golurk is going to go down to the infamous Toxic. As Crest can just sit here and Moonlight. All Malone pleases. And down goes Golurk. And this is why it's 2-0. Darmanitan, the nuke that it is, comes in. Flare Blitzes, gets a crit. Drops Crest to 70. I don't know if the crit mattered. Not sure. But either way, 2-0 in Malone's favor. So, next up is the Portland Timbers taking on the Winters Weaviles, and I'd like to note this is the only match that Vish has won under a 5-0 up to this point. He's won a 5-0, a 6-0, a 5-0, and now a 1-0. This is a very good match, in my opinion. I mean, I was playing in it. It was a very exciting match to play. It was very close. Put Vish on the ropes. So, we're going to hop right into it. So it's going to be a Jinx and Victini lead. Victini is going to go for the U-turn on the incoming Heatran. Do like 4% because it's 4 times resisted. And out comes Rotom Wash. Heatran is forced to switch out. Goes back into the Dry Skin Jinx. Which is a very cool play on Vish's part. Goes for the Lovely Kiss. Lands it. And this Jinx has very, very inaccurate moves. But out comes the Minior on the Victini. Victini gets to go for the Bolt Strike. I actually stay in, knowing that he would go for Rocks, and I get to kill the Heatran. So there's an advertisement going on. Hold up. Can the advertisement please stop? I'ma just wait. You know what? Advertisement, I will wait. Because you decide for me to wait. Don't do cigarettes, guys. Don't. Please don't. Please. Can the next song play now? Hey. So I stay in on to Bolt Strike because I didn't think he was Scarfed. I knew he would do loads of damage. He'd only kill me if he Specs. Would you look at that? He Specs. So I get a free switch into my Heracross, since Heracross gets 2 outspeed. Go for the knockoff. Does a lot on the Mega Blastoise. Even though it was a lot for being a Mega Blastoise with the Mega Stone. So the Scald's going to come off on the Rotom. Rotom is still sleeping. Rotom is going to stay asleep. Jinx is going to miss the Focus Blast. He has Focus Blast and Lovely Kiss. You tell me if this is hacks. I think this is fair. You're running 75 and 70% accurate, but you guys let me know. So he's going to miss 2 Lovely Kisses in a row, and Rotom is and a Focus Blast. But he landed one of them. So Rotom is going to kill with Thunderbolt. So Lele is going to be in here on the Registeel. Is actually going to have the all-out pummeling with the Focus Blast on the Registeel to take it out. Blissey does not live a Psyshock, but goes for the Toxic. As you can see, this is going to be very, very crucial down the line that I got the Toxic off. Blissey's going to go down, but not in vain. The Toxic comes off, and Heracross can come in and start Protect stalling, as Lele is going to be slowly whittled down by Toxic damage. Heracross is going to go out and sack the Rotom. The Rotom's going to get obliterated. It's a +2 Lele. Not many things come in. So, Heracross is going to come in. I believe I go for the Protect here. Gengar was a swap in. I go for the knockoff. And I can't knock off again because freaking disable. But the Minior is going to come in. It was a roll, I'm pretty sure. In close combat's going to blow it away. This is Heracross, the Legend. The Legend's 27, guys. Heck yeah. I know that's a meme. Whatever. So, Lele is going to take the damage, and Heracross is going to try and protect again. And is to no avail. Cryogonal is going to come in here and is going to go for the Flash Cannon. Now, Blastoise gets to come out, and Cryogonal is going to go for the Freeze Dry. If he has Aura Sphere, he wins, but he has Mirror Coat, is going to win the game. That was a very, very close match. Very, very fun to play, of course. I actually think if he doesn't have Aura Sphere or Mirror Coat, I would have won the game because Freeze Dry would have beat him. Plus, I'd recover. But, you know, it's whatever. The Wenchers, Weaviles, and Coach It's Bish are going to beat the Portland Timbers and me. And that is going to be it for week 4. Here's the recap of every game, guys. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like down below. Let me know what you guys thought of my mic. Was the background music in my voice good in proportion? Let me know what you guys thought. And of course, definitely check out all the matches down below. And I will see you guys in 2 days on Friday, the 16th. By the way, yesterday was Valentine's Day, so happy late Valentine's Day. And of course, I'm gonna stop rambling. I will see you guys on Friday. Peace out. Of course, I'll see you guys there with Milotic. I'm still rambling. Whatever. Bye. I'm gonna cut myself off. I need to stop rambling. Bye.